Today is another day to be thankful, another chance to appreciate the value of being healthy and alive, another chance to learn how lifestyle can positively impact our health outcome and quality of life. Welcome to another episode of Quality Life, Your Choice. Karon niya aga mga kauturan aton nga tunan ang pagkaimportante sa quality life, your choice. And we'll be talking about choice, the importance of choice at this moment. Based sa isa ka sa kay Ken Cooper, siling niya, we don't die of disease anymore. We die because of the way we live. Amo ini gali ang ginakabig naton nga ginatunaan sa mga balatian ang sistema sang aton nga pagpangabuhi. That's why in the Bible, God has a plan for the preservation and restoration of our health. And when we give meaning, acronyms, sa word nga God's plan, may ara ini actually nga guidance, no? Sa aton, no? Kay when we say about God's plan, it is about godly trust. It is about open air. It is about daily exercise. It talks about sunshine. It talks about proper rest, lots of water, always temperate, and nutrition. Now, in talking about health, quality life, we need to have choice. Ang pagpili, amo ini siya ang isa sa mga crucial nga aton katungdanan bilang mga katawhan sa sinay kalibutan. And you what? This is the freedom nga ginhatag sa aton sang Ginoo. This is the power nga ginhatag sang Ginoo sa tawo. And to choose to have a healthy life, it's our freedom, no? Aton ina kahilwayan. Ang challenge sa aton mga kapaglaom is that paano kita makahimo sang aton nga pagpili? How do you choose? Daw may ara duha ka factors, no? Sa ginatawag nga lifestyle. Nabalaan naton nga ang mga balatian karon ang isa sa mga rason kung nga nagamasakit kita nga mga tao sa sinay kalibutan because of lifestyle. Kag ang lifestyle mapili naton ina, no? May ara duha ka klase man sang lifestyle, may ara man ginatawag nga healthy lifestyle, may ara man ginatawag nga unhealthy lifestyle. So makita naton diri nga ini nga mga butang ara nakasalalay sa aton nga mga kamot, no? Dirigid na sandig sa aton nga mga kamot ang paghimo kun bala pilion naton ang healthy nga estilo sang pagpangabuhi o kon aton pilion ang hindi man healthy o kung hindi insakto nga estilo sa aton nga pagpangabuhi. Like that, no? Kung aton matalupangdan, amoy na nga ang kung ano ang aton ibutang, no, sa aton nga lawas, nagadepende ina sa aton pagpili. Either nga aton nga pilion ang mga nutrisyoso, mga maayo nga mga pagkaon nga makapaayo man sa aton nga lawas, o kung ang mga pagkaon nga hindi man maayo. So it's still our choice. Or either makabig naton ini, no, what we do with our bodies. Ano ang aton ginahimo sa aton nga lawas? Aton man gihapon nga pili. So choices, good and poor, no, ara ini sa aton. Si for example, to smoke or not to smoke, no? This is a choice. Kung manigarilyo kita o kung hindi magsigarilyo, despite sang makita naton abi nga mga harmful effects sang cigarette smoking, ara nakadaan sa pakiti sang sigarilyo ang mga picture, ang mga reminders that cigarette smoking kills, depende gyapon sa aton, no? Pilion naton nga magpanigarilyo o kung hindi magpanigarilyo, yara sa aton ina nga desisyon. Or to take alcohol or not is a choice, no? Aton ina gyapon nga pagpili, or mahambal naton to practice healthy life habits or lifestyle or not, still our choice, no? Pagpili naton sa aton gihapon, no, mga kapaglaom, nagadepende ini, no? Now, may mga doktor, no, nga nagtuon, like for example si Nidra Belloc and Lester Brislow, naghimo sila sang ilang study, no? Kag natalupangdan nila nga ang lifestyle has something to do with our health, no? In terms of longevity, in terms of sickness and good health, no? Kag ilagin natalupangdan, no, nga kinahanglan hindi lang isa ka healthy habit o healthy lifestyle habit ang aton nga idugon, aton nga himuon, kundi nag-recommend sila sang 7 ka klase, no, sang lifestyle habits. Kag amo ini ang mga masunod. Una, no, agod nga maabot naton ang maayo nga panglawas kag malawig nga kabuhi, kag may ara kita ginatawag nga quality life, no? Quality life. Ila natalupangdan nga kinahanglan ang tawo magtulog hindi magnubo sa 7 ka oras hasta sa 8 ka oras, no? Now, isa pagid nga recommendation nila, amo nga dapat hindi kita dapat mag between meals, no? Hindi kita magkaon sina sa mga between meals. All right? May ara kita nga regular di bala nga kaon, amo nang 3 times a day nagakaon kita, pamahaw, paniaga, kag panihapon, no? So hindi na dapat kita magkaon tunga-tunga sina amo nang ginatawag nga between meals, no? Or mahilig kita nga mga Pilipino sa ginatawag nga pamahaw o kon snacks, no? Between meals, kaon-kaon. Hindi gali maayo. And they recommended, based sa study, nga hindi dapat magkaon-kaon, no? Ang pagkaon ibutang sa lugar. Pamahaw, paniudto, no? Or paniaga, kag panihapon. Ikatatlo nga recommendation nila, agud nga may manami kita nga lawas, no? Healthy ang aton nga lawas. Kinahanglan may ara ginatawag nga regular breakfast, no? Regular nga breakfast. Kung sa aton pa ang pamahaw, amo ni sa ang pinakaimportante sa tanan nga mga pagkaon sa isa ka adlaw. Breakfast is the most essential meal of the day. no? Amo na nga natudluan kita nga eat like a king during morning, no? Dapat abunansya kag damo gid, no? Ang aton pagpamahaw, no? Kaya amo na siya ang naghatag sa aton enerhiya for the whole day naton nga mga activity. So regular breakfast ang gina-recommend diri, no? Hindi naton pag-skip ang breakfast. Kaya may mga study nga ang mga tao nga wala nagapamahaw regular may ara dakmo nga risgo sa ginatawag nga balatian. Apat diri amo ang maintenance of recommended body weight, no? Ang aton nga body mass index or BMI depende ini mga kauturan sa sang storage, no, sang aton nga tambok sa aton nga mga maskulo, no, or sa aton nga mga tiyan ginatawag naton ina nga bilbil or kung magdako na buyon, no. Amo na sing ginatawag nga dapat ma-maintain ina based man sa imo nga height kag sa imo nga age, no. So amo ina ang pagdetermine sang mga ideal weight naton. No, kay the more nga nagatambok ang tawo, the more nga nagadako ang iyang nga hawak, no, sang isa ka tawo, the more nga naganubo ang kabuhi. Based ina sa mga studies, no. Now, ikalima diri nga gina-recommend nila is regular physical activity. So amo nakita naton diri ang exercise, no. Ang exercise. Ikaanom is avoidance of alcoholic beverages, no? Ang paglikaw gid, ang pagdumili sang gidatawag makahulubog nga mga ilimnon. Amo na siya ang recommendation kag of course ang ikapito amo ang pagdumili man sang pagpanigarilyo. Kag ila inigin tun-an, no, sa siyam ka tuig kag naghimo sila sang ilang follow up, no, kag ila natalupangdan, no, based sa ilang study nga ato ang nagsunod, no, nagsunod sang mga habits, 7 ka mga habits, no, ang gin-recommend. Ila natalupangdan nga sa mga lalaki nga nagsunod, no, sa sadtong mga habits 5.5%, no, sa ila kag sa mga babayi 5.3%, no. Ang mortality rate sa aton pa ang nagkalamatay i-compare sa mga tawo nga wala iya nagsunod sa tong mga habits nga to, no? Ang ginsunod nila mga 3 lang, no? Ka mga habits. Oo. Ang iban sa to wala na nila ginasunod. Natalupangdan nila based sa ilang study nga 20% gid sa mga lalaki kag 12.3% sa mga babae nagkalamatay. So dire nagconclude sila nga ang lifestyle change has a tremendous impact, no, sa aton quality of life, sa aton man nga quality sang aton nga lawas, no, sa aton nga ginatawag nga health. So importante. So makita naton diri tanan nga kung mag-exercise kita or not to exercise is our what? Choice, no? Amo to mga tao gintagaan sila sang option kung himuon naton ini magnami aton nga lawas. Makabaton kita sa ginatawag nga quality life, no? Pero kung hindi naton himuon, of course, we reap, no, the consequence sang aton nga ginahimo man. Actually, kung ano kita kag kung ano ang aton nga lawas, kung ano ang aton nga health status karon, ina nagadepende kung paano kita nagpili man, no? So to drink sufficient water or not, gina-recommend sa aton nga hindi gid magnubo sa 8 ka baso nga tubig ang aton inumon kada adlaw, ti kung gusto mo nga hindi kay magpauwa-uhaw kaya kag hindi kay mag-inom tubig, still your choice, no? To be pessimistic or optimistic is your choice to trust Him. Sino inang aton saligan? Amo ang aton nga Dios. Sa panahon sang pandemya, kaangay subong nga mga panahon, mga kapaglaom, walay liwan kita nga saligan kundi aton Dios. Di ko magpili kita nga saligan aton nga Ginoo, it is still our choice. So, ang siling diri, the only one person has the power to determine how long and how well you will live is what? Sino ina? You. Kita, ako, kag ikaw, amo ang makadeterminar sang kung paano kag ano nga klase sang kabuhi may ara kita paagi sa aton nga pagpili. So amo ini nga aton dumdumon your health and your choice. No? Your health and your choice. That's why quality life nga amo ini ang aton nga bag-o nga episode nga aton ginasundan diri sa Hope Channel Panayan Gimaras. This is a continuity of what we had started during the starting of the pandemic 2020. Pero subong aton nga ginabuhi ini kay nakita naton kung daano ka importante ang pagpili. Quality life, your choice. Amo ina nga bisan pa sa pag-alagad naton sa Ginoo, si Joshua, no, naghambal sa Joshua chapter 24 verse 15, choose you this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So nakita naton diri nga importante ang pagpili naton subong nga adlaw. Kag hindi naton inahulaton ang pagpili buwas. You have to choose today kung ano ang aton nga himuon, kay ang imo nga desisyon karon, your decision determines of your health someday. Your destiny depends on your choice today, mga kapaglaw. So these are the foundation stones of a healthy, happy, and productive life. So how do you choose today? Paano naton pilion ang pagpili? Paano kita magpili subong? Health is a personal responsibility. It is not my responsibility that you will become healthy or unhealthy. It is your personal responsibility. Si Abraham Lincoln naghambal, the health you enjoy is largely your choice. Ang maayo nga lawas nga imo ginapangalipayan ina bangod sang imo nga pagpili. So let us make the right choice on an ongoing basis. Choose you this day. Pili kita mga kapaglaom. So kabay pa nga karon nga tion aton naintindihan kung daw ano ang aton nga pagpili, daw ano ka importante ang aton nga pagpili. So again, always remember that living a healthy lifestyle is the cheapest way to provide yourself the best medical care. Consider taking baby steps toward a healthy behavior change because having disease can lead to crisis and potential disaster. See you in the next episode of Quality Life, Your Choice.
Welcome to the second International Vegetarian Cooking Show. I am Dr. Mechelle Palma, a practicing family and lifestyle medicine physician. Our food should be our medicine, and that's according to Hippocrates, the father of medicine. Eating a variety of healthy, fresh, and naturally grown fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes not only ensures optimum health, but also longevity and living life to its fullest. This plant-based cooking demonstration will feature the following recipes. Protein is one of the source of the macronutrients that we need to have in each meal. Unfortunately, there are many misconceptions about losing protein when you go on plant-based diet. So today we'll be making one of the protein meal that could be included in everyday preparation. That is including all the essential nutrients and all the amino acids that you need in a protein source. Alright, so we're gonna make tofu sweet and sour, and this is very common to Asian taste. Not only for Asians, but for any race as well. So if you've been in the United States, you will see this in a lot of Asian restaurants, and Caucasians also love this. So on the ingredients, here you can see on the table, we have tofu. Here we're gonna use 1 block of tofu. Now you can use firm tofu in this recipe. And then of course, we also have here our seasoning. You have your salt to taste, we have the onion powder, we have the black pepper, and then we also have here cornstarch. We also have here bell pepper, we use garlic, we have ginger, we have onion, we have tomatoes, and then we will have the pineapple tidbits. Okay, so first thing first, we just have to season our tofu because you know the tofu has a blunt taste. I just want to add here that you know the tofu is lightly processed, so this is the range of the fiber already. So that's why we're going to use other ingredients. We're going to add some of the ingredients to improve the number of fiber or the fiber content in this recipe. Okay, so you put your tofu on the bowl and then you just have to add your cornstarch to make this crispy. And then we add the onion powder, and then we add the black pepper, and we just have to toss everything evenly. Okay, so we just have to toss this carefully, and the next thing to do is to put this inside the oven, and we just have to cook this for about 20 minutes under 200 degrees centigrade. So if you want to fry, you can also put this on the air fryer, or if you want to use some oil, a little bit of oil, you can just put this on the pan and then just fry it. Okay, so now our tofu is already done. So like I said earlier, you can cook this on your oven, or you can fry this or air fry this one. So here we have the cooked tofu already. So we just have to use the rest of the ingredients and make it sweet and sour tofu. So this time, we need to saute our ingredients, and we'll be sauteing using water. So we needed to establish that our pan is hot enough when we saute our ingredients. When you can see the mercury ball forming on the pan, that means our pan is hot enough. Because if it's not, the ingredients will be sticking on the pan and that will disintegrate the ingredients. Okay, so that's how you test your pan when it's ready. So we put our onion. Our garlic, tomatoes, and this time we can add some water. You can actually add a little bit of water every time. You can see that it's kind of dry already until the ingredients are cooked enough. We can also add our ginger. And of course, our bell pepper. Okay, so now we will add the tofu. We can add some water. And lastly, our pineapple tidbits. We add the brown sugar, your black pepper, and then salt to taste. Alright, since we will be having tofu, like I said earlier, it's low in fiber source, and so you have to add something, another recipe to add the fiber source. So this time, we will be having blanched mixed vegetables. So what I have in me right now is we have here eggplant, and then we have okra, and then we will also have some kamote tops. So any green leafy vegetables that you can have, if you want to blanch them, then you can add them on the recipe. For blanching the vegetables, you just have to boil the water first, and then we just have to put the vegetables in it. And we just have to leave it for about 10 minutes. We have to make sure that we're not overcooking the food, especially the vegetables, because we want to preserve its pigments. So here, we will not throw the water because we will use that for our drinks later on. So we have the boiled vegetables here. So we have the boiled okra and then the boiled eggplant. So this time, we're gonna blanch sweet potato leaves. So we just have to add enough amount of water for the blanch. for blanching, and then we have to wait for it to boil before we place the leaves. Okay, now the water is ready, so we just have to put enough amount of leaves that we want to blanch. And then just mix them very quickly and make sure that it's not overcooking. And we're done. So we just have to transfer this on the plate and prepare the sauce. So this dish is the easiest one to prepare at home because you only take very short period of time in preparing these foods. And sometimes if you can't even consume everything, you can just put them on the fridge and then just heat them the following day and you're good to go. Okay, so this time we need the water that we use for boiling and blanching because we can make this as juice, all right? Okay. So we just have to add lemon to improve the taste, and then any sweetener, and you can see the change in your color. Now we have the pink juice. Okay, so if you have mulberries with you, this is actually growing in any parts of Asia. You can just pick any of those fruits and then you can add this to your juice, all right? Alright, so salad dressing is the easiest to make actually in plant-based cuisine, okay? So what we have this time is the plain mayo that we can use in any of your preparation for salad, for burgers, for sandwiches. So with this recipe, what we have used here includes you just have to put all ingredients into the blender and then just blend them until you reach the smoothness and the consistency that you want for a mayo. This time we're gonna make one garden fresh salad. So you can actually add any ingredients, fresh ingredients you have in the house. You can have your lettuce with you, cucumber, and any carrots if you have. And we can have turnips, singkamas in Filipino. And you can add any fruits as well. I love mixing few grapes, you know, on the salad. So you just have to arrange your ingredients on the plate, starting off with your lettuce. This one is iceberg lettuce. You may have your romaine lettuce, any type of lettuce that you have. And then we can add your cucumber on top. I really like salad because it gives color, a lot of color on your plate. So remember that when you're eating a plant-based diet, we have to eat the color of the rainbow for us to get the needed antioxidants and nutrients from plant-based sources. So you have your carrots there, and then we can add the turnips. If you have red beets, for example, you can also use them here. And this time, I'm just gonna add some slices of grapes. And here we can use the mayo that we just had earlier. We can add the mayo on top, or you can toss this if you want. So make sure you have to put your mayo on the fridge because it can stay for over a week, so you can just have them on the go anytime. There you go. So we will just make a simple sauce for our boiled and blanched vegetables. So all we have here is lemon. We just have to have lemon juice. And then we have brown sugar, we have salt, black pepper, and then we have diced tomatoes and then diced onions. So I just have added here mulberry because I'm not going to use any soy sauce here, just for me to achieve the dark color of the sauce. And I just gonna make and use mulberry. Okay, so you just have to get the lemon juice. Okay, so and then I add the mulberry first and then mash them in. And we have the anthocyanin coming from the mulberry, a very, very good antioxidant. Then you just have to add brown sugar, the salt, and the black pepper. And lastly, we add onion and tomatoes. Okay, so lastly, we will make a very, very simple dessert. We call this chia mango float. Okay, so very basic ingredients. We have here soy milk, we have chia seeds, we have the mangoes, and then we have graham, and then lastly, any sweetener of your choice. This is usually an overnight process, or the least is 2 hours of soaking your chia. So on the container, you have your soy milk right there, and you just have to soak your chia minimum of 2 hours or overnight. You just have to make sure that you always mix your chia so that they will not form any clumps and so that everything is even. So you can just put this inside the fridge so that it's cold already and ready to use later. Next, we just have to puree our mango. So this is just sliced mango. Just put it on the blender. Just put the mango in the blender, and then sometimes you can add lemon if you want, or lemon zest, but if you prefer pure mango, then that's not a problem. Then we just have to blend. That's it. And then we just have to assemble everything. So you need a glass like this so you can assemble your dessert. Okay, so now we have our soaked chia, and then we have our pureed mangoes, and we have the graham right there. So you just have to organize everything. Let's start off with the mango puree. And then the next layer is the soaked chia. The next layer It's a graham. And then another layer of pureed mango. And last layer of chia. Graham. In fact, if you don't have graham, any toasted bread may do. You just have to crush them and use them on your dessert. And lastly, we have the pureed mango. And lastly, the mint. And we have our chia mango float. Okay, so now we have a complete course already. You just need to add rice in here if you want so, but actually the carbohydrates is enough already in here. So we just had the tofu, sweet and sour, and then we had the blanched and boiled vegetables, and we have a very special sauce. And we also made the vegan mayo, and we added that to our green salad right here. And then we had our dessert, which is the chia mango float. And lastly, we used the water that we boiled from the vegetables, and then we created a juice from it. So this is a total of about 700 to 800 calories for 3 persons. Okay, so this is a full course meal already. So divided into 3 persons, so you will have a low calorie diet, nutrient dense, and this is a healthier source for your meal each day. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you learned something, and I hope that you can do this and translate this into your kitchen.